Pretty neat invention, but we
Yes.
need some help from Mother Nature to really get over this thing.
I'm telling you, I don't know where he's finding the moisture in the air, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's more of it.
That makes him a miracle worker in my book. All right, let's head out there right now where we can show you just what I'm talking about. It's ridiculously warm. It is 10:17 p.m. and it is 95 degrees. That is just unconscionable, if you ask me. All right, 95 right now, 7 o'clock in the morning, 79 degrees. This is important because if you're headed out at any point tomorrow to do any kind of outside activity, that's the time to do it, 7 o'clock in the morning, because after that, forget about it. It gets really hot, really just uncomfortable. Triple digits by noon, already up to 95, so that should tell you something right there. And this should tell you something as well. 107 at Camp Mabry broke the record from 1923, and at the airport, 104 degrees for them. Low temperature, if you want to call it, was already at almost 80 degrees very early this morning. This was the warmest July ever right there. Now, normally, or I shouldn't say normally, I should say like last time we had a record broken was in 2009. It was 89.5. That was the average temperature. This year, in 2011, it was 89.7 degrees. Now, this is only, what, 2/10 of a little, discernment between the two? That's huge. Why? Because it was only 2 years ago when we had this first record. If we keep going up at this rate, by 2013 will be almost right at 90 degrees. So just keep that in mind. It's small, but very important. This was the third driest October to July, not even quite a foot of rain since October, my friends, October. Sixth driest that we've had. And then the airport wasn't doing any better. They're third warmest and they're fourth driest. Still warm across the area. 91 degrees right now in Abilene. It's 90 degrees in San Angelo, and it's 94 degrees in San Antonio at this hour. Mold, that's really the only real benefit. It's been pretty much held at the medium range for quite some time, mainly because of this heat. Hurricane Eugene. Now, right now it's a Category 2, and it is traveling off to, well, the middle of nowhere, actually, after all is said and done. And it's expected to become a remnant low well into maybe about Thursday or Fridays when we start to see that thing start to fizzle. Now, here's where it gets kind of interesting. This finally got named right at the end of our 6 o'clock newscast. Emily came along. Now, this storm itself is a little on the unorganized side, and the National Hurricane Center just a few minutes ago released the latest info on it, and they're saying that the cloud tops have warmed up just a little bit. When that happens, that means a little less organization is expected, as well as a decrease in the intensification of the storm itself as well. Now, by Tuesday, 7 p.m., it'll still be a tropical storm. It moves over the island of Hispaniola, and I want to go ahead and read to you guys the list. There's a list of watches and warnings because I know this is a very busy vacation time. Tropical storm warnings for Dominica, for example, the islands of Guadeloupe, Les Saintes, and Marie Galante, as well as Puerto Rico. Tropical storm watches in effect for St. Kitts, Nevis, very popular cruise destination, Montserrat, and Antigua, as well as the U.S. Virgin Islands. So if you have any travel plans, including Florida, please plan ahead. For us, just as clear as it could possibly be. A little bit of scattered clouds here and there. High pressure has us socked in, and that's what's keeping us hot. Our profiles are so warm up to the upper levels. That's why we can't seem to get rid of the hot air that we have. We're looking at upper 70s to low 80s at night. Tomorrow, up into the triple digits again. Only 78 is the lowest we'll go tonight. Tomorrow, 105. Next few days, do not improve. 104 by Wednesday, 104 by Thursday, and then the rest of the week looks hot and dry. Of course, Sean will be in later on to give you the latest on your traffic and weather together at about 4:30 every